Hi, this is the first scenario in module 4, importing files as blob into the table. So let's jump to the demonstration. Let me first show you the schema of the file, uh, schema of the table where we will store these files. So this is the schema, full file path, file blob and the recorded date. File blob is a bare binary max data type. In this table, there is no record. We have already created the package. Here we have the for each loop container, and inside this we have the data flow task where we have written uh, the logic to import the file. We will read the file OLEDB source, the path of the file, and will use the import column transformation to convert into the binary and then load into the table. So for that we have to configure for each loop, and for that I have file directory that I will use in for each loop to configure it. You can see I have used this variable as a directory, and I am reading all the files with fully qualified file name. So it will give the file path name and the file name, and we have used the file path variable to map this full file path. This is the variable that we have used. I have used the default value as we will use this variable in the expression. So this is the SQL command that we will use to get a file name. So this is how we will generate the file name. Select the file path as file path, and I have casted it into the nvarchar 500 explicitly, and before that I have used to 200 because uh, I don't know why. Let me remove this and see if there is any error. We can make the changes again. Okay, so this is fine, right? So we have the three variables: file directory where the files are available. This is the directory. Here are these files. It will loop through these files and will import these files as binary into the table. In for each loop, I have not configured it to loop through subfolders. You can see here. And inside the data flow task, I have used the OLEDB source and SQL command as a variable. So we have prepared the dynamic SQL there in SQL command variable, and we have used this. It is giving us a single column file path. And in import column transformation, we have selected this column and we have to configure the input output properties. So in input, we will have the file path by default, but in output columns, we have to add a column by using this add column. So when we add the column, it asks for the column name. So we don't, I have already added this one, so I will remove this, and this is the column. So for that, the trick is that by default its data type is DT image, but to generate the binary we have to uh, set some property in the source column itself. So we have to select this file path source column, and there is file data column ID. This property asks for specify the ID of the output column to receive the file data. Okay, so the output column we have created this file binary and its ID is 78. So we have to uh, use this ID in the input column in the file data column ID. So that is how we configure the import column transformation to generate the blob. And then in OLEDB destination, we have used the table files as binary and have mapped the file name to the file full path and the file binary to file blob. And there is one another column recorded date. I have ignored this one, so this will take the default value. So let's execute this package. We'll see it has looped through all the files and imported each and every file in the table. So let's query this table. We have the 13 records. These are inserted just right now. Yes, 452. Now it is 5. Yes. So this is the full file path name and this is the blob of the file. So the trick was we have to add a column, output column, and its ID has to be used in the source input column in file data column ID. Then only it will work. Otherwise, it will generate some errors or will not be have as expected. Okay, so this is how we can use the import column transformation to import the files as blob and save into the database.